Nightcrawler, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Nightcrawler and Dave Cockrum. Hey, everybody, welcome back to Simply Amazing. It is November 11th. It is Dave Cockrum's birthday and also Nightcrawler's birthday. Happy birthday to Nightcrawler, aka Kurt Wagner, and of course, his daddy, Dave Cockrum, the man who created him and gave us the incredible man that we love and know today.
I had half a mind to just be like, Daddy Cockrum!
Oh my goodness. So yeah, that might be a little weird. I don't know, but we'll see.
A little bit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Dave was born November 11th, 1943. And he created Kurt, and he felt so close to the character that he wanted to share his birthday with him. And I think that's amazing. And, you know, why not? I got to be honest, in my own fandom, I give Nocturne my birthday. So, you know, we're not that far apart. So there you go. Exactly. So, we should introduce ourselves, right? Hey guys, I'm Lisa, by the way, aka the OG Nocturne. And I am joined today by, of course, the fabulous, fantastic, absolutely incredible.
Hi guys, I'm Lauren, your friendly neighborhood bye. I'm just super excited because I think birthdays are really important. You know, we have all these people out there like, it's just a birthday, or birthdays are blah. But you know what? I think birthdays are really, really amazing. And, you know, it only fits that we're going to, you know, chat about Mr. Wagner and Mr. Cockrum.
Absolutely. Well, you know, listen, the interesting thing about Kurt is that, you know, his birthday has been celebrated a couple different times in the comics. And we're not going to make this a long one. We're going to make this a little quick one, just to kind of celebrate his birthday with our first year with the podcast, which will hopefully go on for many, many, many. We'll see. Hopefully. I mean, listen, we've got enough topics listed to last us at least 4 or 5 years. And that's just like off the top of our heads. So we're going to keep talking until we have nothing to talk about. So rather, we're not going to go into like a crazy deep dive. Instead, what I really want to do for Kurt's birthday and for Dave's birthday, I want to talk about the first time we ever celebrated Kurt's birthday in the X-Men. Specifically, and God help me, I should have looked up the issue number. I did not. I'm terrible at issue numbers. But you know what? We're just going to wing it because we're not perfect and nobody else is perfect. Nobody's perfect.
I'm about to start playing Hannah Montana's Nobody's Perfect. It's iconic. Fight me, everyone.
There you go. Exactly. Listen. So they had a party in the USA. There you go. I'm gonna just go on the Miley rant, you know. They had a party in the USA and they celebrated Kurt, and for his birthday, this big birthday celebration they did with him. And I'm not even going to go into the whole issue. We're not even going to talk about what happens in the issue. We're just going to talk about this one singular panel of them celebrating Kurt's birthday. I'm just going to read the caption at the bottom. The laughter comes easily. The joy of celebration shared by all. Kurt is opening up his presents from his best friends in the whole world. The X-Men oh my God, they've given him some incredible presents. He's surrounded by his great friends. He's got Kitty is there, Aurora's there, Logan is there. I'm pretty sure that Piotr's there, but like he's cut off. I'm just looking at the panel. I'm not even looking at the whole issue. Xavier is there, but we don't talk about him. Professor Gaslighter. Gaslighter! There you go. Done with him. And so in this panel, we see Kurt is opening up his presents because he's just overloaded with presents. And he says, so that's why you had me running errands today. I never suspected a thing. And they say, that was the idea, fella. That's what Wolverine says. And here's what we're going to talk about today. Kurt, it's your birthday. We love you. And Dave, happy birthday. Of course, wherever you are. He passed away in 2006. But, you know, happy birthday to Dave as well. But I want to talk specifically about Kurt here because the X-Men are the worst gift givers ever. Okay, we're just going to go through an inventory of the birthday gifts, all right? And I want everybody out there, let me know how you feel about these birthday gifts. And remember who's getting these birthday gifts. This is Kurt Wagner. I believe this is his 21st birthday. So he's 21 years old. Aww. He's 21 years old. He is new to the United States. He's never really experienced it. And he's a blue, furry, demon-looking man, right? And these are the gifts that the X-Men have given him. They have given him a framed picture of Wolverine.
Gay!
I mean, yeah, clearly. A white cowboy hat, which actually is interesting because we see him wearing a cowboy hat in Excalibur later, so maybe that's all part of it.
Blue and white color, they go together. I mean, at least they're considering color scheme.
Possibly. a pair of binoculars. I don't know what those are for. What's he looking at?
Are they trying to tell him, hey, Kurt, maybe you should stop letting the women gaze on you and you should gaze at them? Sit down. Kurt does what he wants.
I'm sorry, don't give him binoculars to gaze at women. What is this? He's going to be standing outside the girls' dorms gazing at women with binoculars? Absolutely not. Get those out of here. Done. Cross those out. Absolutely not.
Wait, so who do you think gave him that gift?
Xavier did. Xavier did.
You're right. Gaslighter, he would.
He totally did. He totally did it. The next gift came, okay. All right. I think, okay. I'm going to say Piotr gave him, no. Okay, who do you think gave him the cowboy hat then? So Xavier gave him the binoculars. Who gave him the cowboy hat?
Okay, who else there at the time?
So who's left that is there? So we know Wolverine gave him the picture of Wolverine. I mean, that's clear. And we know that because later on they revisit this and Kurt actually gives Old Man Logan a picture of himself. And Old Man Logan's like, what the hell is this? Because he has no context. It's funny. So we have left, it's Aurora, Kitty, and Piotr are left. So who do you think gave him the cowboy hat?
It could be Piotr. I actually have a different headcanon. I would like it if somebody else gave him the Logan picture as a joke, and Kurt always thought Logan gave it to him, and then that's why when he gave to Old Man Logan, he was like, what the fuck? Why are you giving me a picture of myself? Because Logan never gave it to him. Someone else did, just to, mess with him a bit. And it worked.
I mean, that could be possible.
That Logan could have given Kurt the cowboy hat because gay subtext.
Wait, what if Xavier gave Kurt the Logan picture just to spice shit up? Anyway, yeah, maybe Xavier gave him the Logan hat. I don't know. We'll revisit that. I want to say that Piotr gave him the free weights because he also has been given free weights.
Yeah.
So I feel like that might have been a Piotr gift.
But it'd be funny. It'd be funny too to see could he just mess with him, be an instigator and be like, hey, I think you need to lift more, Kurt. Just that
could be true too. That could be true. Or Kitty could have been like, I have no money and I can't afford to buy anything, but I know that there's a gymnasium, so I'm just going to take these free weights and box them up and give them to him and be like, here, Kurt, I'm 13. What do you want from me? I'm 13.
Yeah, she's like, I don't steal often, but when I do it exactly how Storm taught me how. If I have to steal, I do it right.
Yes. I'm going to say 100% Storm gave him this yellow shirt with it's a yellow polka dot shirt with a blue and black striped tie. It is the ugliest thing I've ever seen. And the reason I'm gonna pin it on Storm is because during this time she liked to be naked a lot. So I say that she probably isn't great at picking out clothes because she's just I don't wear clothes that often anyway. So I'm just naked and dancing around.
Yeah, you give people clothes as a gift, right? I can't give them nudity, so all right, here's some clothes.
Yeah, exactly. She honestly, she probably went into she probably went to Sean's closet. She was in Banshee's closet and she saw it in the back and she was like, you know what? Not a single gift was bought. I'm going to say it right now. Not a single gift was bought for Kurt. They just found these things around the mansion. Because this is the most ridiculous, none of these gifts actually say Kurt. None of these gifts. None of them. They're not for him. Although he does get used to the cowboy hat. I will say he gets used to the cowboy hat. And the Wolverine picture has made this one of the most iconic Kurt panels, I would say, just in history,
Yeah. No, I agree. I think everybody was last second because it fits Kurt's character too because he's always the one that would plan all the gifts for people. He's always to give people and people are thankful for it and they love him for it, but then they don't do the same in return. They're like, oh shit, fuck, we forgot to get him things. All right, you get this, all right, grab that, throw it all together. It's terrible by itself, but everything together, he'll be happy, right?
I mean, he was. He's he thinks it's the greatest thing ever, but he probably didn't have huge birthdays growing up either. I'm sure he did have birthdays, but probably not huge, exciting birthdays. Although he grew up with a circus, so maybe he did have huge, exciting birthdays. Who knows? I will say the X-Men do make it up for him later on. They do make it up for him, and they throw up a big party in the Nightcrawler miniseries that came out in the early 2000s. But, It's not a good way to start, guys. I would love to know where that picture of Wolverine is now. I would love. Okay, any Marvel writer out there, Cy Spurrier, if you're out there listening, because you're doing Legionnaires and Kurt's going to be in it, like, just like sneak it in. Sneak a little direction in for your artist or whoever the artist is going to be on like Legionnaires.
Yeah, whoever the artist is, if you want to throw it in there, throw it in.
Oh my god! Like if there's a scene in like Kurt's bedroom and you just have that little Logan picture, oh my god, I'd die! I would die. Would love it so much. How great would that be?
So all the Logurds, is that how you say the ship name? All those stands would die as well. Which, to be fair, I think at this point, like if I ship him with anybody specifically, it's still gotta be Logan, which is weird. But I'm a sucker for the whole like best friends that become, lovers in the end thing. But that's a sapphic in me, so that's fine. I mean, ironically,
listen, we're not, like I said, nobody's perfect, so we can't all be Kurt Wanda shippers, but
I know we aren't all educated yet. I still got a whole college education from you to get. It's gonna take years.
No, it's okay. I don't like to yuck anybody's yum. You ship Kurt with whoever you want to ship Kurt with, except Rachel.
Yeah, that's no, she's a lesbian. Stop it. Yeah, she's a lesbian. Stop taking that. No.
If you want to ship Rachel with somebody, ship her with Nocturne. That's fine. Hold on.
So to wrap this up, what gifts do you think that just any X-Men you can think of, like maybe like 2 or 3 X-Men off the top of your head, what gifts do you think they should give Kurt based on who they are? So like if you pick like, Rachel's a friend, for example, right? What would she give Kurt as like, hey friend, here you go? Or like anybody else you can think of, like Storm, Kitty, Gaslighter.
Oh. See, the thing is like I'm not great at like picking out exactly what the gift would be so much as like maybe like what an idea of what they would get. I feel like Rachel. So I feel like I want to go to the Excalibur side of things right now because I want to talk about Brian. I don't know why Brian's been on my mind so much lately, but like I feel like Brian would get Kurt something that like he wanted, and just assume that Kurt also wants it. Like when Homer buys Marge the ball that says Homer in The Simpsons, like I think that's what Brian would do. I think Rachel would probably buy Kurt something really like. Rachel would be the kind of person who would buy Kurt something like really fashionable and nice. It might not be his style, but he'd like totally appreciate it because it would be something that she picked out for him that was like that she really liked. You know what I mean?
I feel like she should just get him like a really sexy leather jacket because Kurt's the nice guy and she's like, okay, but also Kurt, I'm gonna tell you, stud could have stud potential. You need to put this leather jacket on and just go start climbing on your girls, whoever you want. That's, as long as it's consensual, obviously. You need to go, boy. Go have fun. Here's a leather jacket.
So, girl, what you're saying is you want Rachel to give him the end of Grease Sandra D makeover, is what you want.
Yes! Yes!
I love it.
God, I would love to see it. Okay, they're going to redo Grease, but at the end, they don't get together. Rachel just gets Kurt to be a badass and go do what he wants and be happy. And then Rachel just keeps being a stud with all the women she sleeps with.
But they do fly away in a car because Rachel has TK. So they do get to fly away in a car. That makes sense. You guys, not only did we wish Kurt and Dave Cockrum a happy birthday, we made the Kurt-Rachel relationship work, and we made the Grease ending make sense. Is there anything this podcast can't do? This
wasn't planned, by the way. None of this is scripted. I had no idea I was going to say this. Like, we just did the Lord's work. We did the Lord's work.
Let me tell you, if Danny Zuko was a telekinetic, I would have believed that ending a lot better. It would still have been misogynist as hell, but at least the car flying would have made sense.
Sandra D and Rachel is totally Danny Zuko, except it's platonic. This is amazing.
I love this. Okay, any fan artists out there, like, please draw Rachel and Kurt as Danny Zuko and Sandra D. I'll die immediately.
I was
And
gonna
I'll love you
say, I
forever.
mean, you'll win something from us. Like, if you're like, hey, I
Oh!
did the thing and you send it, what do you want for a giveaway? We'll make it work because iconic.
Listen, I'll give something. I don't know. Like,
So soul.
I mean, listen, seriously, you want my soul? I'll be, today is just rife with Simpsons references. What is this? I'll be like Bart Simpson without my soul. I got no soul. Anyway,
I love how we just broke ourselves. This is fantastic. I think
we started talking about Dave Cockrum and Kurt's birthday, and now we were talking about Grease. It's just
I
what
think
are our
it's
lives
great.
anymore?
I mean, so many other characters from the X-Men could fit these other Grease characters too, I feel like.
That's true. That's true. Who's Rizzo? Who's Rizzo?
That's the one I'm trying to think of because I feel like that's the other most important. That one, Rizzo and Frenchie. I want to figure those out.
Oh, and Kaneki. We got to figure. I mean, here's the thing. Rizzo and we gotta get Rizzo. Oh, Emma Frost is Rizzo. Duh.
Yes.
Emma Frost is Rizzo.
Yeah,
no Kaneki is Scott. I mean, like obviously. Oh my god, I can't believe that this turned into our Grease X-Men fan cast.
I'm gonna be very controversial and say that Jean Grey could be Frenchie, like younger Jean and everything. She could be Frenchie easily. Not saying she's the best Frenchie, but she could fit it at a time.
I could see that. Or who's the one who ends up sleeping with the older guy? Remember the one, like, she's like a much smaller character, but like she's one of the pink ladies, and like she ends up dating the Frankie Avalon character.
I don't remember her name. I feel terrible. Her name Marty or something, maybe?
Oh, I think it is Marty. I think you're right. I think it is Marty. I think it is. But Jean could also be like just one of the. She could also just be Grease Lightning. I don't know. Jean's whatever.
Yeah,
I love Jean. Don't get me wrong. I love Jean, but like I don't know that I don't know I buy her in there yet.
The main point is that on Kurt's birthday, we have had the epiphany that he is Danny Zuko. He is important. He is the lead.
No, he's Sandy.
He's Sandra. He's Sandy. I'm so sorry. Ugh. Rachel, forgive me. I'm so sorry. Yes. That's how important these two characters are. Yes. Thank you for coming to our TED Talk.
Yes. Next week, we will be discussing which characters are which in Happy Days. So, no, I'm kidding. Although, who knows? Tune in. We might. Who knows at this point? It could be anything. I do want to point out really quickly, if you are noticing that Lauren sounds great, it's because she has a brand new microphone. And
oh my god,
we are moving all up. We are moving on up to the east side.
I didn't know if I could talk about that, but now that I know, I will. Everybody, Lisa's the nicest human being on the planet. She was just hey, Lauren, where can I send you things? And then she's like, by the way, check your mail in like a day or two. Okay, bye. And I was like, so she sent me a nice new mic so that I don't sound as terrible as I have the last few eps, guys. So now we can have more fun. So thank you, Lisa, for being wonderful and basically treating me the week of Kurt's birthday. Like, it's his birthday.
Oh my
gosh. I got something too. Like,
that's true. Don't expect anything for your actual birthday, girl, because it's done.
Nope. The only time we give birthday gifts now is on Kurt's birthday week.
That's it. Exactly. Well, this went a little bit longer than I expected. I was like, when I sat down with Lauren, I was like, 10 minutes, like 15 minutes tops. But then we got into Grease, so forget it.
She always says this, and in my head, I'm like, sure, sure. But I before we close out, I want to say, if you could give Kurt any present for his birthday, if you could pick out the gift for him, what would you give him?
Oh, girl, why are you asking me? You know exactly what I'm gonna say. What am I gonna say?
Say it,
Wanda. Granted, it's a person, not a gift, but I don't really know that I have any other answer to that. People
can be gifts. It's like if you surprise somebody with yourself, you're like, haha, I am here. And they're like, oh my God. And you're like, you're welcome.
It would be like, I'd have her just show up at a party. I'd be like, hey, Wanda, like, you should come to this party. Like, you're single now, like, come to this party. And then I'd have him come to the party, and I just, like, to look me cute. I don't know. I mean, whatever. What about you? What would you give Kurt? And don't say Logan. You can't. You got to come up with something. You can't say a person now. I did the person. You got to come up with a thing.
I'm more of a romantic sap like he is, but not so much like, oh my God, this is the only person for him. But I'm more like, I would just give him the family he wants. I don't care who it's with. I don't care if it's with Logan. I don't care if it's with Wanda. I don't care. As long as he gets the family he wants, he is happy. He is treated well. He gets to treat the people in his family well and everything. That is all I want for him. And I want it to be under no pretense. I don't want any gaslighting, manipulation, no ague that's not going to last. I want it to be real for him, and I want it to last. So that is what I would give him.
I love it. And on that note, I think that's a great place to end. So thanks for joining us, guys. Happy birthday again to the phenomenal, of course, Dave Cockrum, who, without him, we wouldn't have this amazing character to talk about for as long as we've been talking about. Who was it? Someone on Discord recently asked me, was like, do you talk about Nightcrawler in every episode? And I was like, yeah. And like, but like, how do you keep talking about him? And I was like, honey, I've been talking about him for 20 something years. Like, you think I'm going to stop now? Like, it's okay. But anyway, for those of you guys who want to come join us and find us on Facebook or Twitter or any of the little places, most of our links you can find us on the website are at, it's www.simplyamazingpod.com. That's where you can find us on the web. You can find me at the OG Nocturne. That's NACHTURNE. You can find me there. Our Twitter is at Simply Amazing Pod without the A, so it's SIMPLYAMZING pod. We also have an Instagram. We have a Facebook. All of this is on the website. Go find us at on the website simplyamazingpod.com. And Lauren, where can they find you?
Come find me on Twitter at friendlymBHDBI. Just find me there. You can find all my other links on there. Come bother me. It's gonna be a great time.
Yes. And for you at home who is furiously going through Disney Plus because you're like, what is that song she sang in the beginning? Oh, that's from The Simpsons. Lisa, it's your birthday. What episode was that? Oh, I got to find that episode, but you can't find it because it turns out they took it down because Michael Jackson was in it. Don't worry. It's not a good episode anyway. And let me tell you, that song grates on you after having it sung to you for your birthday every single year because your name is Lisa for the past almost 40 years. But forget all that because you are simply amazing.